It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 20 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The stop made by
the numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Michael Kendricks made the
partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
14. And the Saints first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Kamara on the carry.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Breeze now on first down. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
For New Orleans.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down at the 32-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith.
Breeze.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is...
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Taken down.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Broncos nothing.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Deontay.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
10, Broncos nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Kaiser
Goes back to Sutton, this time completes it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long for Kaiser.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
For the Broncos.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 22-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
On the play.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 55 yards.
And the Saints.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, Breeze again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Broncos on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the carry.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Denver Broncos.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That's into the hands of Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The pass there complete to Sutton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
10-10. At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. It's Smith.
Breeze pass.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
New Orleans.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the Saints first down.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds at the
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Kaiser. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Brandon.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
With the handoff to Alvin.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
17 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Harris has it over the middle.
Breeze pass complete to Deontay Harris.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Breeze going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
40-yard line.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
On the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Running with Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
Breeze.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
To kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Kaiser. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He completes this to Sutton. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And the Saints
still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Breeze.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down, Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards.
And that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up
The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kaiser.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Brandon McManus.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Alvin Kamara on the kick.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Latavius Murray, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 12.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Broncos 14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down, Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
44.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And that's a